let's talk about these down low women. Let's talk about the women that try to be your friend only to try to sleep with you. That don't get talked about enough. Like we talk about DL men all the time, but we don't talk about the women that try to be your friend and they get to know you. Y'all get to hanging out a little bit and they get to throwing their little stuff out there trying to see if you gonna catch it. And you basically let them know, like, look, I ain't like that. You listen to their experiences or whatever, but you let them know that you're not like that. And then next thing you know, they creating a problem because they can't sleep with you. We don't talk about that. We talk about DL men all the time, but we don't talk about these chicks that just want to be your friend and try to sleep with you. And I have had that experience a couple of times. Like, for real. Like, people have acted as if they wanted to be my friend, go out, hang out, and then start creating problems once I guess I wasn't catching on to what they wanted to do. Or I wasn't down with it. And then they create a problem. But nobody don't talk about that. Nobody don't talk about the DL women. Like, this considered cute and sexy, but to me it's not cool. Especially when I'm thinking that we bonding and you my friend and, whole time you just like a dude. You just waiting your turn. You just acting like, at least with dudes you already know for the most part. But with a woman, you thinking, hey, I got me a new friend. And they usually start off on the internet. I noticed that. In your inbox, hey, boo. Oh, you look so cute. Baddie, 10s, da-da-da. You thinking like, okay, sis ain't no hater. She liking my pictures or whatever like that. Because I'm like that. I'm a girl's girl. I'm liking your pictures. I'm telling you how cute you look and this, that. Whole time they plotting like the dudes. In your inbox, her eyes. They plotting. So just be careful with that, y'all. Because you thinking you about to, you got a little friendship. Y'all building a friendship. Nah, baby. They trying to sleep with you, honey. They want to be more than friends. They want to be, what. So just be careful, y'all. People don't talk about that enough.
And she's right. It's something that's never really talked about, not nearly as often as its counterparts. But watch this next clip where a woman figures out exactly what we're saying, like, it's not talked about. And then watch her mind slowly try to understand that it's a bit of a hypocrisy.
One quick question. It's been on my mind for days now. Women that are on the DL, which sounds so crazy. Women that are on the DL, women that marry men but mess around with women behind their husbands' backs, are they your makeup? Since men that get married to women that mess around with men behind the woman's back, the woman is their beard. So that would make men a woman's makeup, right? That cover up. That has been baffling me. Like, what do you call a man whose wife, likes women behind his back? What do you call the man? You call the man her makeup.
That's not the important part.
You don't hear a lot about women on the DL. You know why? Because women know how to shut the f up. Women could be living with their girlfriend for 50 years and Sandy and Rashida, they just the best of friends. Yep. That's why you don't hear a lot about it. It's not I'm not gonna say it's not an issue for the man, but it's really not a big issue. Why is that? Why do we always talk about men on the DL, but they never talk about women on the DL? Am I bringing up a subject that's taboo? And please don't crucify me. Don't come after me, because I know how y'all like to. Isn't that weird, though? That you don't hear a lot about women on the DL.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a cousin do that exact same thing, live with a woman for probably 15, 20 years and try to tell us this was another one of our cousins, even though the math wasn't mathing. With that being said, it's not that women shut up about it, it's just that it's more accepted. It's overall in society, it's just not talked about. Even though these women portray that black men are overly on the down low, I've seen women say on the internet the majority of black men are homosexual, even though mathematically that's impossible, be that as it may. It's a double standard when it comes to women. It's simply just never mentioned. And of course there are women on the DL, of course there are women who live double lives, but it's not talked about on a mainstream level. It's not talked about nearly as enough as men who are on the DL, because men who are on the DL are the scum of the earth that women telling it. And of course I'm not advocating for dudes being on DL. If you gay, you gay, man. Just be out there with it. I don't think that's fair to the female. But fellas, let me know in the comments while you're watching this video. Let me know in the comments, have you ever had a situation when you've been affected by a woman on the DL? You know what all this makes me think? What the hell be going on all these alleged girls trip? That's what I would like to hear.
How y'all be out here on these girls trips doing other activities?
This shit is factually and contractually true. I don't have to have been there to know what goes on there, because it's just, I've been told too many times. Y'all ladies, you tell your best friend, your homegirls, whoever it is, all your secrets. You get so deep and real with them. You tell them all your truths, and they do the same for you. Y'all talk about everything with each other, ups and downs, good and bad. Y'all are emotionally invested in one another. Y'all are deep, honey. And then you talking about you get drunk and y'all be making out and doing shit with each other, and it's just when we get drunk. When you get drunk, you lower your inhibitions. You become your real self, who you always want to be when you sober. Please, ladies, do not blame it on the alcohol. This is not no Jamie Foxx song, baby. Don't do that. You are in love with that girl. Stop playing. Stop playing. And I don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem is with you being in love with her. It's not one. Be honest. Be honest about it. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help her. It's gonna help the entire community when you just be real about the shit, because right now it's a problem. It's a problem. And how y'all are toxic about your men being DL. You straight women be trashing these DL men. Baby, y'all are on the same tip. And it really be the ones that are silently gay that be having the most disrespectful shit to say about gay people. That's the worst part about it all. Like, it really is the worst part. Baby, I understand self-hatred, because at the end of the day, I understand how it feels to not want to have to deal with the fact that you are finna be different for the rest of your life. It is what it is, though. It honestly just is what it is. I cannot help how I feel inside, and neither can you. So let's just stop all the bullshit. Can we? This is my plea. This is my plea to the DL women. Can we end this pandemic of DL women in our community? We don't need no more fucking problems. Let's stop it. Let's just stop it all together. Come on out to the light side. We are here for you. We accept you. We love you. Come on, girl, please.
And she makes a great point about alleged or in the closet gay women having such a problem being so derogative towards gay men. I've said that before. I think that in my experience, black women, and it's not just black women, it's women in general, but for being from the black community, are some of the most homophobic people on this planet. And it took me years until I became an adult to realize that, because a lot of black women, they'll have 2 and 3 gay best friends. I'm not saying every single one of them. They'll have these gay besties around and they love gay dudes. They love hanging with them. They love having them as friends. But the minute that gay friend gets out of pocket, or she gets into it, has a verbal disagreement with a straight black man, first thing she does to that straight black man is call him gay. And the very first thing she does to her gay best friend is remind him that he ain't no woman. Then they tell him how they really feel. And if you a straight black man, you get called all kind of slurs, all kind of F words, whatever. And that's the very first thing they do. They go to a straight male's manhood. Because at the end of the day, they despise gay men. They don't really like them like that.
We always talking about undercover men. But what about these undercover ass women? Yeah, we have those too. There's a lot of them. Like, they always be in my mother DM and they don't want nobody to know what the fuck they're doing. Like, dead ass be like, don't post on my page, don't flirt with me on my page. But yeah, I want to fuck you. Yeah, I want to come over to your house. Like, what? I had this fine ass woman, like, whole live message me off somebody else's page or whatever. Like, whole live wanted me. Like, but to the world, she's this perfect woman. But on the low, she was feeling me super hard. And what I don't understand is, like, especially nowadays, it's more accepting for women to be gay. So I don't understand why, you know, women don't come out and say whatever the is going on. But hey, it is what it is. All I'm gonna say is be your truthful self. Be who the fuck you are. I don't understand why the fuck you just won't fucking say it. But if you can't be your true self, then don't me, don't message me, bitch. Leave me alone if you can't be who the fuck you are.
Y'all, I'm gonna say something real quick and I'm gonna go. You know how they have all this conversation around DL men, but we never talk about the DL women. I don't know who need to hear it, but sometimes it's not him that she wants. Sometimes it's your ass. Woo! Let me just say, I am in this Facebook spiritual, like, feminine type of group. And babe, these women with whole ass boyfriends and husbands have been confessing how they are nervous to shoot their shot with other women. But you know, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what group though. And I'm just here to tell you, because even on TikTok, seeing the women being catty and just going at women for no reason. You know how they used to say to us when a person picked on you at school that meant they liked you? Same rule might be applying. Sometimes it ain't because they don't like you. It's because they do.
She's in a Facebook feminine Christian group. Talk about how they're nervous to shoot their shot. Who are married women, but they're nervous to shoot their shot other women. And this is why I don't take religious people seriously. They in a Facebook group, all married women, trying to scissor some timbers. Stop it, man.
You know how they have all this conversation around DL men, but we never talk about the DL women.
Being the clubs, women, why do we be like twerking on each other? Like, all these dudes just be standing around and women just be throwing ass just on each other. Like, why? How y'all be wanting to do, but y'all be in there like twerking on each other? But it's hard to meet a woman at a club when you keep seeing her constantly twerking on another woman. He's confused. He don't know if you like girls or guys. It's not that there ain't no good men. It's just that you don't look available to a good man. You look like you talk to girls.
Oh, it's definitely happening. They eating car, they playing with each other in the house up under the covers. It's happening.
But why y'all not talking about how y'all be out here each other?
Baby, because when that alcohol gets a brewing, some of us get to carpet munching, ass grabbing, breast squeezing, and don't let them have lesbian friends. Married, in relationships, engaged, all of that. But instead of calling it down low, they call it bi-curious.
And that's a great point that woman made in the clip. They don't call themselves gay, they call it bi-curious. Maybe gay is the day is long. But you guys let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? And again, fellas, leave me in comments if you've been affected by a DL woman. I'd love to hear it. Do better, squad. Fall out.